This episode number 5 of my Fluent podcast is meant to be a call to action. But don't worry, I don't want you to leave me a review on iTunes or Stitcher or whatnot, nor do I want you to do anything for me. No, it's all about you, folks, and only you. I really want you to become more fluent in your target language. And that's also one of the reasons why I started out with my Fluent podcast about 10 weeks ago. Well, here comes the thing. I want you guys to read out loud. It's that simple. Read out loud more often. And I show you what I mean by that. If you have a book you are particularly fancy of, read it out loud. If you have a comic book you really like, read it out loud. If you have a transcript of a podcast you like, read it out loud. And there are more and more podcast shows which provide show notes and even the whole transcript of the show. Or, if you are more into music, then search the internet for the lyrics and guess what? Read it out loud. Or in this case, maybe more suitable, sing along with the song. Hell yeah! And you could even read out loud subtitles of one of your favorite TV series or movies. Just 10 minutes a day on a regular basis will do the trick. And doesn't matter from where exactly you are reading out loud. The crucial thing though is to use a resource you are really passionate about. And that is actually something I'm repeating to you over and over again. And I think I have already mentioned that on my previous episodes. Go where your passion leads you. I mean, look at my Fluent podcast. I don't know yet where the passion is leading me, but I have a good gut feeling about it. And finally, it all comes down to getting your speaking practice. Believe me on that. The muscles in your mouth must become familiar with the new language, and reading out loud on a regular basis will be the right training for you. I mean, no one is born a master. Talented, well-known speakers need their practice as well. And even if they spoke in their mother tongue. And finally, the more you speak, the better you'll become. Stop thinking that $500 course will automatically get you fluent. Nah, in the end, it's really up to you. And you must take actions and you must do all the efforts in the end. You have to learn or be aware of living in a computer age, and there is no more excuses. Don't you have the money to buy an ebook? No problem. Head over to Gutenberg.org. The project Gutenberg offers you over 50,000 free ebooks where you can choose among free EPUB books, free Kindle books. You can download them or you can read them online, whatever you want. Can't you afford an audiobook? Well, no worries. Simply head over to LibriVox.org. There you can find hundreds, now even thousands of audiobooks which are all in the public domain for free use. And a quick look on the website shows that there are currently more than 20,000 audiobooks available in English. Furthermore, there are 500 in French and almost 2,000 in German, 100 in Italian, 300 in Spanish, 6 in Afrikaans, and you have even more audiobooks in Russian, Portuguese, Swedish, and you know what? The list goes on and on. You see? But wait a minute. What if you don't know the correct pronunciation? Again, No more excuses. There are way more possibilities to solve that problem than you think, but I will give you a few of them. Get yourself the appertaining audiobook. That way you can listen to the audiobook with the correct pronunciation while you are reading along. And from time to time you can stop and read out loud little chunks by yourself. If I want to check for pronunciation, I personally use an app called dict.cc, which I use on my mobile phone. You can download dozens of different language packages. You can look up words and get the translation. And at the same time, you can listen to the pronunciation. And there is another app called Forfo. Furthermore, there is this amazing website called oxforddictionaries.com where you can get both the British pronunciation and the American pronunciation. And besides that, it indicates you the International Phonetic Alphabet. And the International Phonetic Alphabet is very important when it comes to learning a language. Another possibility would be to join a learning group, or maybe you can find a tandem partner. This way you can read out loud different passages. You can then discuss and help each other. Just be engaged and believe in yourself. Again, we are living in a computer age. Everything is possible. You could make a new profile on SoundCloud. And the special thing about SoundCloud is that you can leave a comment directly on a specific soundtrack, or in our case, on a recorded audio file. Let's say you, as a My Fluent podcast listener, discovered a pronunciation mistake in this episode while you listen through SoundCloud. You could then click on minute 332, leave a comment by writing, Daniel, available is pronounced such and such, or Daniel, go look up the correct pronunciation for the word available. I would get a mark on minute 332 with the comment, and this method is so powerful as you have your audio file with you with all the corrections and so on. That allows you to train the specific mistakes in a very organized way. But basis for that is that you have a language community which is willing to help you. So, this was episode number 5 of My Fluent podcast. I hope you could enjoy, and don't forget to read out loud. One quick note before I finish. In this episode, I mentioned a lot of different websites. You can find all my links on the show notes. Just go to myfluentpodcast.com. I'm your host, the English learner, Daniel Goodson. Have a good one.